Hey everyone, Lou here, and what you're currently watching is my attempt to do an outside video, but the sound was just inaudible and I couldn't post it. So instead, this is going to be a running commentary of that video, discussing what I originally intended. It was going to be about my favorite TV shows like Vikings, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, The Last Kingdom. I could go on and on, but I feel like I have to deep dive back into political territory. Not out of habit, but just to get it off my chest and move on to other topics in the future. So number 1, immigrants. Here's my point of view. If you're a newcomer to the U.S., on your way to becoming legal or already are, and currently working or just contributing to society in general, then I have no problem whatsoever. However, if you're fresh off the boat, per se, and act like a lazy, vampiric leech, mooching off the hard-working taxes of the working class, then yes, I do have some issues there, and probably most people would agree with me. I mean, honestly, if you're talking shit about the very country that let you in, then why did you leave your previous country of origin to begin with, right? If getting here was such a struggle, then that should be your motivation right there. Look, we all came from families of immigrants to have a better life. I'm not that patriotic or a nationalist, but in the end we all have a job to do, and that's to be a better version of ourselves, immigrant or not. My next comments have to do with our lackluster leader, Donald Trump. Yeah, that guy. It really amazes me how much this guy gets praised. It's insane. What has he done for you lately? As for myself, I haven't seen any change in my pay. In fact, all I've seen conjured up by him was a rekindling of hatred among the people, making the average person hate their neighbor or the individual next to them. Walls don't work. You don't need me telling you that. Just pick up a history book. The government is still shut down during this recording, and it may not affect you or your lives, but it does affect many others, and at some point, it will affect our kids and our future. This war between the two political parties makes this country weak and more vulnerable than it has ever been. While I do believe we shouldn't be policing the world, we shouldn't turn our back on our allies and countries that seek our help. Why, you ask? What happens when America collapses? It's hard to think about, but look at Western Europe. Countries who molded themselves after us. They got the democracy part down right, but when it came to finances, that's when the system collapsed. Bankruptcy and capital failure. That's where we're heading. If we continue to isolate ourselves as a country, then who's going to have our backs when shit hits the fan? Look, guys, I'm tired of repeating myself on the subject, and I applaud those who try to make a difference. But if we all don't do something, it's almost like leaving the back door open for thieves. Alone, I'm just a voice, exercising my freedom of speech. But imagine a true unified country, supporting real democracy, and not some fantasy dreams of a rich madman. All we're doing is watching the world burn and hoping for a better second chance. I'll leave with this. Words of John Lennon. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Thank you guys for listening, and until next time, peace.